Welcome to PPR Podcast number 152. My name is Paul Rudy, but the star of the podcast and just about everything I do is the guy who rides next to me, Mr. Bert Grossman, dear friend, and your accolades speak for themselves. Bert, who's in the hot seat this morning?
Trevor Ladd, two-star sport athlete at La Costa Canyon, committed to Virginia for football, and he is our guest today.
Yeah, I think you meant two-sport star.
What did I say, two-star athlete?
Yeah, he's more than that.
He's a three-star, actually.
Yeah, all right.
Two-star, sorry.
Trevor, we're going to bring Trevor in right now, gang. There he is. Mr. Ladd, let me start the machine here. Thank you for joining us. How you doing?
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me. I'm excited to be here. All good. Yeah, how are you guys?
We're well. I'm just thinking this has been a pretty exciting period of time for you. Not only are you on the podcast, but you made your last Wednesday, will be a week ago tomorrow, you made your college intentions known. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great day. A lot of great people that were there to do it with me. A couple of my best friends signed as well. So it was a great experience and a dream come true for sure.
Why Virginia?
Yeah, so I'm from the East Coast originally. Grew up in Boston, Massachusetts. My whole family's from back there. And then my dad played golf at the University of Virginia, so I kind of grew up around the campus. It's a great place. And then the coaching staff's incredible. Just a beautiful overall campus, great academics. Great coaching staff, great family to the organization, and it was a no-brainer.
Is Tony Bennett still the basketball coach there?
He is, absolutely. Absolute legend. Yes, sir.
When I was working in Green Bay, Wisconsin, Tony Bennett was playing for his dad, Dick Bennett,
yes, sir.
At the UW Green Bay Phoenix, and it was the most magical season. They were just this little. They were like Hickory High, the Hoosiers, and they could not be beat. They go to the NC2A tournament, play Michigan State in the first round of the NC2A tournament, and get beat at the buzzer by Steve Smith. And I'm telling you what. That Tony Bennett is a special human being, and I know you like basketball. Is there any chance you can cross over?
Oh, I wish. I mean, I got a picture with me and him. I was in sixth grade. I went to his basketball camp, but he's incredible. He's a really cool dude. He's got I think he's got the highest free throw percentage in NBA history or something, one of those stats, something like that. He's a stud.
Let me tell you this story. It was right before they're going to the NC2A tournament, and they're the most lowly regarded team in the field of 64 at the time. And I was in Brown County Arena, and they were holding a practice, and I wasn't supposed to be there, so I was kind of hiding behind a pillar. And Dick Bennett, Tony's dad, who was a work of art, small man, but he started talking, and he goes, "Now, boys, they have the private airplane, and they have the fancy uniforms." And as he talked, all of a sudden he started to grow in size. It was like the Incredible Hulk. But he goes, "Boys, we know a thing or two about big time defense, and we're going to play big time defense." Man,
That's awesome.
It was the most inspirational speech.
Yeah.
To be around those people and to be around Coach Bennett. Boy, good luck. That'll be a lot of fun.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's really cool.
Boys, we know a thing or two about big-time defense.
You want me to leave you two alone with some privacy or what? I'll just leave this interview. I don't know.
All right, I'm sorry. Trevor, I'm a big fan of the Bennetts, if you haven't been able to tell.
Trevor, does your sister go there too? I read somewhere your sister goes to Virginia too, right?
Say again?
Does your sister go to Virginia?
Yeah, she does. She's second year there.
You got the whole
she
family.
loves it.
So when you went back, I mean, you said you grew up there, but I visited there coming out of high school too, and I just remember, probably different from you, loved the place. I mean, the historic thing, and what is it, Monticello or the thing? But
absolutely, yes, sir.
But was just scared of the academics there. They didn't have the honor system. It was almost like going to the Naval Academy. It just scared me.
No, it's pretty special. I'm really excited for that opportunity. The academics are pretty amazing there.
It's a good party school too, I remember. On top of that,
I think it is. Yes, sir.
Yeah, which is a good mix.
I believe so.
So tell us about what you're going to study.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, honestly. Definitely something on the business side. I love sports management. I've kind of grown up around a lot of my dad's work has kind of helped me. I've grown up around a lot of sports agents, and I think that path is incredible. I think it's something really cool. So something along those lines: sports management, sports business. Something I'm very interested in.
So I got a question for you because it's always interesting to me. You finish football and then you have about, what, a week before basketball starts?
Not even. Yeah, we finished our game, and 2 days after we were
So
practicing.
and then you're running nonstop. I mean, as a tight end, you're like, I think in football, you're like 225, 220.
Yeah, I was up to 221 during football season weight wise.
And then how much does the
Now
basketball put you down?
I'm still at like 210, 211. But I mean, it's definitely a different weight. Like I think I've grown a little bit. I've got a little skinnier, but it's honestly it feels pretty good right now. It's definitely a different sport for sure. I mean, it's a completely different toll on your body. Like big difference.
What is it about the tight end position? Are you familiar with the name Gates? Have you heard?
Yeah.
I think he was a tight end.
He was. Kent State, I think.
And I think he played hoops too. What is it about the tight end position that adapts so well to playing, say, in the pivot and in hoops?
I just think they correlate so well with each other. I mean, I wouldn't be half the football player I am without basketball. I didn't start playing football until freshman year. I just played hoops pretty much my entire life. And I'd say just the rebounding, because I'm not scoring a ton of points out there, but I rebound and play hard. And I think the rebounding it's just like going up and catching a football. You're a physical 4-5 basketball player, like blocking on the line. So yeah, I just think they correlate so well with each other.
So no football till ninth grade, huh? No youth football, no nothing?
No football till freshman year. I played a little bit of flag, like a little bit,
That doesn't count.
the FNL, but that was really it.
And what made you decide to actually go out for the team then?
Honestly, I had just a ton of friends that were playing football, and I feel like everyone plays freshman. I mean, we got 130 kids on our freshman football team last year, so like
Goodness.
I think everyone just kind of decided to play freshman football, and then honestly, played freshman football, and we had a coach by the name of Jacob Driver who played football at SDSU, total stud, and he honestly made me fall in love with the game more than I ever thought I would. He was just a great coach. Definitely saw something in myself that I didn't see in myself. So, yeah, that's kind of why I stuck with it.
So you think, so you say you're down to 210 now. Because you play wide receiver, you play slot, you play tight end.
Yeah.
What's it going to be at Virginia, and what weight are you looking to go in at?
Yeah, I would say they see me anywhere from 225 to 235, somewhere around that range, kind of being a big receiver. So around that range. I don't want to be I got to 225, but didn't feel like a great 225. So, seriously working out and getting to a legit 230, 225, I think would be huge.
Trevor, you talked about you're an East Coast kid, so you wanted to gravitate that way. In your process, did you find Virginia, or did Virginia find you in the way of?
Yeah, I definitely say a little bit of both. A little bit of both. I think they reached out. I think I reached out to them first, and they reached out back quickly. And we just kind of communicated through there. I definitely knew from the start that I wanted to go to the East Coast. I loved the Ivy League schools. I was really interested in that, and then Georgetown as well. So I definitely knew I wanted to go to the East Coast, but I love some schools out here. UC Davis is a great place. Cal Poly was a great school. But yeah, I definitely found myself leaning towards the East Coast, and then got in touch with Virginia. And yeah.
Is that one of the untold stories of the recruiting process? Is, a lot of kids are sitting around waiting for the phone to ring, saying, "Oh, I'm hoping I get it." But it seems like in my 20 years here, and 20 plus years in San Diego, what I'm hearing more and more stories of is kids taking a much more proactive role in finding a place to further their education while through sport. Can you talk a little bit about that, and perhaps even offer advice to kids who are watching this?
No, absolutely. My recruiting, I'm not a 5-star kid. Like, I was a kind of undersized, late bloomer, 3-star kid from Costa. And then, I sent probably, you got those Twitter DMs. I was sending 50 to 100 Twitter DMs like a day. And I would have these scripts that I'd write out with my film, tell about my height and weight, GPAs and all those things. That's a huge thing. I think the GPA is so important. Like, if you have a good GPA, it opens up so many doors to so many places. So I think that's huge. But yeah, definitely being extremely proactive. Like, my Coach Sovacool was a huge part of it. I had a bunch of coaches around here that were helping me. Just connections that I've built helped me get those contacts for sure. But very proactive. It wasn't like they were always calling me first. A lot of times I was texting them, and then we'd start a conversation and build a relationship from there.
See, Bird, not everyone's like you, where
Lazy?
you're the prettiest girl to dance, and everyone calls
Lazy
you.
too, yeah. I was interested in this one before I forget because I got CTE.
Okay.
You mentioned Georgetown on there. I mean, that's a big difference between Georgetown and ACC football. How did you?
Yeah, absolutely. I just loved. I grew up in Boston, and one of my best friends in the entire world. They're practically family. Both their boys go to Georgetown. So they came out here because they recruit pretty much all over the West Coast pretty hard. So I fell in love with the academics. I love like the thought of life after football because football is going to end one day, and I think just having a plan for after football is extremely important.
That's very mature, but very rare for a young. I'm assuming you're 17, 18 years old.
Say again?
You're 18. Trevor, how old are you?
I'm 17.
All right. So, for a young man to be talking like that shows a great level of maturity. Also, probably shows some great parental presence in your life. But could you expand on that? Because I think more kids need to hear that even if you were able to make it to the highest level of this sport. Bert, you played in the NFL for how many years?
6.
All right, so you got hurt yourself. So you had an NFL career above the average NFL career.
Mm-hmm.
You've been out of the NFL more than you were in it, would you not say?
Oh yes,
Yeah, by a factor or whatever.
Years, yeah.
So I mean, it's such a short period of time. Even if you make it to the upper echelon of whatever sport you're in, it's a brief period of time. You have to have, and I'm quoting you now, a plan, a life plan afterwards. Can you talk a little bit about that piece of advice, please?
Yeah, absolutely. I just think, I mean, for a lot of people, football can end after high school, and I mean, for more ends. I mean, for people that go on to play at the next level, it can end after your college career. And for the lucky ones, the people that work hard enough, I mean, you can play in the NFL. But I just think, I mean, at the end of the day, football. I mean, football's it's a lot, but it's not everything. And just having like a thought and, like I said, a plan after football, I just think is so valuable. Yeah, I think
what is your
that's
plan
why
right now?
That's why.
What does it entail right now?
Yeah, I mean, I want to go have a great time in college for the next 4 to 5 years, however long I'm there. Work extremely hard to see how far football will take me. But at the same time, I want to be working extremely hard in the classroom, working hard with tutors, getting internships, and all those things that the university will help me with. And yes, play football for as long as possible. Once football's over, like I said, I want to have a plan with and know something that I want to do after this 4 to 5 years, and feel comfortable with that plan, have connections, etc.
Hey, it sounds like, well, not sounds like you are. I mean, you're obviously connected with your dad and your sister there and family. I mean, you see like guys like Julian and Ratumano where the coaches leave. You know, Tony Elliott's a pretty good coach. So say he gets
Absolutely
an offer, and he probably will in your 4 years somewhere to move up or go somewhere else or more money. Does that matter, or is it just you love Virginia so much, or is it a mixture of the two?
I'm very locked in Virginia. Yeah, there's no place I'm going for sure. I'm very happy there. I know I'm going to be happy there. I've basically, I mean, we're members at a golf course right there. Like I go there every summer. I go there 2-3 times a year. Yeah, I'm definitely. I don't think I'm leaving.
So if they hire Nick James to be coach, the next coach, you're still there, no matter what.
I think I'm still. I'm pretty sure I'm still.
Well, maybe not that. Then you might go to Georgetown.
Yeah, yeah. You brought up golf. Can you hit the ball? Can you play?
Say again?
Are you any good?
Yeah, a little bit. My dad played golf, so I've grown up playing it. I love playing golf.
So I'm assuming
I'll play today for sure.
Your dad's scratch. Are you a scratch golfer?
Yeah, I'm not quite there. I'd say I'm a 6 or a 7. But I play a lot and I love playing. So not quite there. That's the goal though.
I think
that's the goal.
Of all the sports, and I flailed at a lot of them, I think it's because it looks so simple. Golf is to get your club from here to there is the most magical move that some people can do.
It is.
What is it about golf that you like, other than the fact that your dad is so good at it?
Yeah, I would just say, I mean, I just don't think there's anything better than going out with I think it's just something you can play forever. Like, I mean, you're gonna play I've played with my grandpa. And he's 87. Like, you can just play forever. I mean, there's nothing better than going out there and playing with some buddies, like some scrambles and all those things. It's just great places to play too. I think there's nothing better than going to play like around the world and playing golf. Like, I just think it's incredible.
Golf.
It's
Yeah, they're also
the camaraderie of being with three of your, assuming your best buddies, and going out, and it's sort of like being on exploration. You don't know what trouble lies ahead, and the camaraderie of that experience.
Bowling fulfills all that too. I don't know what you're talking about. Where I'm from,
No,
it's bowling.
golf is unique. Sometimes you have a couple beers in the cart, and you can't, but I can, and it's a fun time. I was an avid golfer, never very good, but loved the sport, and now don't play anymore, and I still find myself missing it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's a lot of fun.
Hey, a lot of great games last year. We had the Open final. We had Helix, Granite Hills. I think right up there was a game you guys had with Carlsbad. It was like 41-34, just a back and forth. I know you lost, but I mean, just to be part of like a game that exciting and you have all the fanfare with Julian and everything, is that still a cool experience, or does it take away because you lost?
No, so that game was actually funny. So I couldn't even play in that game. I wasn't like medically clear. I was sick, so which was a complete bummer. So I wasn't allowed to play in that game. But just being on the sideline and watching our guys compete the way they did was spectacular. Because I mean, let's be real, Carlsbad went into that game not really expecting much, and our guys just competed, which is really. I mean, Quinn Roth's a stud. Our quarterback's amazing. He was composed the whole time, which was fun to watch. Our receiver stepped up. It was crazy. It was really fun to be a part of. I mean, that game was sold out. Both sides were crazy loud. It was definitely. I mean, I wish I was playing, but it was very cool to watch from the sideline.
And Quinn Roth he's a sophomore, right? Or he was a sophomore.
He is a sophomore. He's very talented. Yes, sir. He is a sophomore.
Good composure too.
We've mentioned him a couple times, but I think he deserves a greater mention in that I don't think he gets the proper accolades that he should as your coach. Can you talk about Sean and what he's meant to your life and what he means to that community?
Yeah, he's been great. He's someone that's definitely impacted this journey of football for sure. He definitely cares more than just the game of football, which I think is very important. He's there for his players 24/7. Whenever you need someone to talk to, he's always there. So I think he's impacted the community in an extremely positive way. He's a great coach too. I mean, I think the people that he's hired around and all other coaches. I mean, Coach Ryan Otten, our tight end coach, who Sovacool brought in, is incredible. I mean, he's basically one of the reasons why I played football and I love football. So I think he's been a huge impact as well. Sovacool's amazing. He works extremely hard 24/7. Does a lot of things behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see. He'll spend 7 or 8 hours just watching film and cutting it up and sending it out to us, cutting up practice film, which is really cool and something we all definitely appreciate.
You can tell we go to the games, and you can always tell the coaches with the presence and that the players actually believe in and like and everything around, and he just has that presence there when you go there. Yeah. That and the $4 Diet Cokes you sell in your concession stand. What is that about? I had $10 and couldn't get 3 cans of Diet Coke.
Let it go.
I'm sorry.
It's called inflation, dude. It's everywhere. Jeez.
Yeah,
boy, he would not stop. You know it costs $4.
I know. I couldn't help it. I've been saying that since Saturday night.
You're like a clown with lockjaw, man. Just let it go.
I'm sorry. I can't help it.
Can we talk about the school a little bit? Because we did. We made 2 trips there this year. Were we there twice or just once?
El Camino, just once.
So we went to LCC once, right?
Yeah, for the El Camino.
Yeah, but we don't go there a lot. So it might because
it's $4 for Diet Coke.
But the campus is. Talk about your school. It's a quality school.
No, yeah, absolutely beautiful campus for sure. Great teachers. No, it's a great place. I'm happy here for sure. I've built some incredible friends here as well. But the teachers here are amazing. They're always here for you 24/7. Coaches are great. Everyone's just kind of with you no matter what. Like, you need someone to talk to, you always got someone here, and it is a beautiful campus. I mean, our football field's pretty incredible as well. Our basketball gym's fantastic. Every room's beautiful. Very lucky for sure.
A lot of electric bikes there too, like Torrey Pines. That should be the mascot.
Yeah, a lot of electric bikes.
Electric bikes should be a mascot.
Crazy.
A Maverick on a scooter.
Yeah, the LCC electric bikers.
It's insane.
So you're right now. What's the team record right now in hoops?
Oops, we are 19-6. We got a great basketball team.
You got a good team.
Very good team.
All right, listen, I'm a couple years removed from covering the prep scene as well as I used to. So kind of walk me through who's in the top 5. Where are you guys ranked in the county right now?
Yeah, so I mean, right now, if you look at the Open Division, we had a tough loss last night against Torrey Pines, and we would have snuck into the top 5 seeds. Right now, we're sitting at, I think, 7. But I mean, we're a top 5 team, in my opinion. But number 1 is Carlsbad, obviously. I mean, they're pretty talented over there. Number 2, who we go play this Saturday, is St. Augustine, who's consistently extremely talented. Number 3 is Montgomery, Montgomery is very good. And then number 4 is Torrey Pines. And then number 5, I think, Country Day.
And then you guys?
So those are and then there's us. Well, our first game of the season, we lost to Mission Hills, so we had to flip Mission Hills in the rankings. But we're up there for sure. We're a top 5 team.
So what would that mean? I mean, what are your aspirations? How far can you guys take it this year?
No, I think we can. I think we can take it pretty far. Our team is it's one of the most fun teams I've ever been a part of. I'm actually sitting in my Coach Castle's room right now. There's a great family environment there. Our team's pretty special. I think we can go pretty far though. We have St. Augustine, which I think is a winnable game, and then we'd go down and either play Montgomery or I think Mission Hills, which is another I think very winnable game. No matter who we play. So I mean, I see it going another month or so. See how long we can take it.
You have Saints at Saints?
Say again?
Saints
Saints at Saints. Yes, sir.
Going to the pit.
Yeah.
Going to the pit.
That's
Tough place
yeah.
to play. So the importance of being a two-sport athlete. I'm sure you're an advocate of it, and not playing just one sport. Can you speak to the advantages that I'm sure you have to make the quick turnaround. That's never fun. But also, does hoops help your basketball, or does hoops help your football? Does football help your hoops?
Absolutely. I mean, they both help each other. I mean, like I said, they're playing like a 4-5 in basketball. Just the rebounding aspect is going up and catching a football. But I wouldn't even say. I'd say through the recruiting process, how valuable basketball was for me. I'd be texting back and forth to coaches, and next I'm sending basketball highlights to coaches. I think that being a two-sport athlete is huge. I mean, I think coaches love that around the college coaching world. So I think it's massive. I'm so thankful I've played 2 sports, and I think it's impacted me greatly for sure.
Has it hit you now you're going to the ACC that this is probably your last month of basketball to be playing?
Yeah.
Ever?
Likely. I'll be playing a lot of pickup, but yeah, unfortunately.
Is that emotional at all, you think? Or you don't know until it comes?
Yeah, definitely. I'm not too sure yet, honestly.
Well, I know I'm good friends with Coach Bennett. I can mention.
I know. He's got to hook me up there.
Let me tell you this.
Now when he sees your reenactment,
boys, we know big time. We know how to play big time defense. They have the nicer uniforms.
Sit down, shooter.
That's awesome.
Dude, I wish you could have been there. I wanted to jump out of the stands.
But you want to know how old I am? I think Ralph Sampson was playing when I was coming out of high school.
Yes,
Remember
sir.
Center,
Ralph.
yeah.
Did he get drafted in front of?
Yeah, but he had injury problems.
No, but
was he ahead of Jordan?
Was he the guy that got drafted in front of Jordan?
I think it was, yeah.
Or was that,
I think
was that
he was the
somebody else?
first overall pick. Yes,
Yeah, he
sir.
was first overall pick. It was. I think that was my
Didn't
senior
have,
high
didn't have a
school,
great
junior.
NBA career, but he's one of the best college basketball players
Yeah,
of all time.
Oh,
absolutely.
I remember. Didn't he play for the Rockets when they beat the Lakers one year in the postseason? So.
And George Welsh, I think it was George Welsh was a football coach when I was there. Long time ago.
Yes.
Time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Long time ago.
So.
He's in school. Man's about academics. He's going to Virginia. Come on.
Can I ask 2 more questions?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
If you have to go, we'll call it a conversation. Can you do 2 more?
No, I'm good. No, I got time. Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Talk to the youngsters watching this right now. The best piece of advice that you got that you want to share with them.
Yeah, I think the biggest piece of advice I ever got is from my dad. He's no matter what you're doing, just do the same, prepare the same every single time and work as hard as you did the last time. So for my thing is we go play for basketball. We're playing a 4-8, a 4-15 team. I mean, I'm still gonna do the same things before I play that team, before playing a team like Torrey Pines. And I think that's like the greatest piece of advice I ever have. Like, go hard in everything you do, no matter what it is, no matter if it's something not as important as the other. Just do it 100, 110%, 110% of the time.
And then lastly, and this might be an inappropriate question, so hopefully no one gets to this part of the.
You can always cut it
Well,
out.
seeing what a tight end can do in the way of the dating world, you can date the most famous.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, maybe that? Do you want to model yourself after Travis Kelce and both on and off the field?
I don't know about that. I mean, he's pretty special. What he's doing is crazy. But I mean, what he's doing is pretty cool too. So I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad thing.
I saw Ice Spice was there. She's single.
Yeah, you could double date. You could be with Spicy Ice.
There you go. No, what he's doing is crazy. That stuff's wild.
Did you watch that game? And there were two good tight ends played in that game.
I did. There was a lot of great tight ends. Kansas City's got like 3 or 4 tight ends deep that are pretty spectacular.
I got one question.
Yeah.
Could you do to Coach Sovacool what Kelce did to Coach Reed in a game?
I'm not
come
gonna
up
lie. I
both of them,
definitely. I never grabbed Sovacool, but I would definitely. I would get hot on the sideline wanting the ball for sure. He'll even tell you that too. But I would never get his face like that. No. But I would get going for sure.
Trevor, I've known you all for 25 minutes and 37 seconds. 37. I would just venture that you have never shoved Coach Sovacool ever in your existence.
I don't think No, I don't think.
Good choice.
But no.
Good choice.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? It's just a bad look. Even if it's justified, it's still a bad look.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Me and Sovacool have a great relationship. There's definitely been some times where we've gone at it with each other. But I mean, at the end of the day, he's my coach. He's someone I greatly respect. So I would never do that.
All right. Well, then on that note, we're going to call it a conversation. Hey, can you do me a favor? Do you have pictures or anything from your visit to Virginia?
I do, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Can you email them to me?
I got you.
As many as you can. Here's my email. It's prudy@kosi.com.
I got it. Yes,
And
sir.
then
I got it right here.
Send me all your social media tags that you want included on this. What happens is we post this in its entirety in a couple hours. It'll be up on YouTube, Brett Picks the Report YouTube page. And then I'll start clipping the stuff out that I like for our platforms, variety of platforms.
Beautiful.
You want to say anything?
Fantastic.
No, it's your spot.
All right, so what else do I need? I need pictures. Do you have any pictures of you and your dad on the golf course?
I do, yes, sir. I got a couple of them.
Will you stop calling me sir? Yeah, I'm not that old.
My bad.
Jeez.
My bad.
I'm Paul.
I got you.
Okay.
Now.
All right. What?
Nothing. You did the whole act with Bennett. Of course, we think you're 90 now, for the love of God. You didn't help yourself.
I don't even like you that much. So pictures of that, and what else do I need pictures of?
Virginia pictures.
Golf
Send
pictures,
an email.
and if you have any pictures that you own that I'm not going to get sued over, on the sidelines or football stuff that I can use, please, more the merrier. Send as many as you can.
Okay.
And dude, send them to me now because I'm going to start working on this.
I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now.
Hey, wait, can you send us or send him a copy of one of those? You said you put out like 100 messages out a day. Can you send an example of one of those?
I think I still got those.
Oh, God, because that's one of the clips I'm going to use. I got that denoted right here. All right.
Bennett.
All right. Trevor, it was a joy to speak with you. I wish you success.
Appreciate it, guys.
I look forward to seeing you at Virginia. PPR Podcast number 152 has concluded. Turn off the machines.